Is your name Tory Brandon Reese?
My name is actually Torrance Brandon Reese.
Well, this is for you. You just been served.
What's this? A summons? Oh, hell no.
Check it out. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who will dance on the floor and around. Told me her name was Billie Jean. She caused a scene. Every head turned with eyes that dreamed of being the one who will dance on the floor and around. Yeah. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And mother always told me, be careful who you love. Careful what you do, the lie becomes the truth.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
She's not my lover.
She's just a girl who claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son.
It ain't my baby, baby,
She
baby,
says I am the
baby.
one.
You know what you're trying to do.
The kid is not my son.
No, yeah. For 40 days and for 40 nights, Lord's on her side. Who can stand when she's in demand? Her scheming plans. Cause we dance on the floor in the rhyme. So take my strong advice. Just remember to always think twice.
Do think twice. Do think twice.
Oh, she told my baby we danced to 3. And she looked at me, showed her baby, cried, eyes look like mine. Go and dance on the floor in the rhyme, baby, baby. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' heart. And mother always told me, be careful who you love. Be careful what you do, cause the lie becomes the truth. Hey.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
You're not my lover.
She's just a girl who claims that I am the one.
You know what you're trying to do to me.
Kid is not my son.
That baby don't even look like me,
She says
girl.
I am the one.
Stop your lying.
The kid is not my son.
No.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
I'm not your lover.
Billie Jean is not my
Don't
lover.
even know your name.
Billie Jean is
I just heard it
not
somewhere.
my lover.
I'm not your lover.
Billie Jean is not my
The
lover.
baby ain't mine.
Billie Jean is not my
You
lover.
better leave me
Billie Jean
alone.
is not my
Stop
lover.
messing with my life,
Billie
baby.
Jean is not my lover.
Messing with my time.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
Messing with my mind.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
Billie Jean is not
The kid is not
mine.
my son.
Oh,
The kid is not my son.
he's not my
The kid is
son.
not my son.
Where?
I'm not the one.
I'm not the
The kid is
one.
not my son. The kid is not my son.
Listen to
The
me.
kid is not my son. I am not the one. The kid is not my son.
No.
The kid is not my son. The kid is not my son.
Say no.
I am not the one. The kid is not my son. The kid is not my son. The kid is not my son. I am not the one. Billie Jean is not my lover.
To Chocolate Thoughts with the Chocolate Shaman, Julie Hutchinson. This week's chocolatey treat to start the show was performed by Street Corner Renaissance, titled Billie Jean. We have a special guest this week, Judy Morris, the Feng Shui Master and lead instructor at the Morgan Energy Institute. Judy is here to announce the release of her new book, Share Your Message with the World. Before we hear from Judy, it's time for Judy, the Chocolate Shaman, to share with us this week's chocolate thought. Julie, The mic is hot. Over to you.
Hello, this is Julie. This week's thought on embrace your chocolate desires. The naysayers will say your chocolate desires are selfish, foolish, hypocritical, or downright wrong. They say you should lead a plain vanilla life and conform to the norm of the vanilla matrix. Can't you just get along? When you begin to embrace the wholeness, sweetness, and abundance of those dark, rich, chocolatey desires, you begin the process of realizing you can escape the matrix and move into a new realm of possibility that brings forth joy, pleasure, creativity, and passion. From the dark richness, the essence of life itself emerges. The magnificent creator of the universe said, "From the darkness, let there be light." From the darkness of the soil, a sprout mysteriously appears in its beauty, hidden from under the view of the soil, while its energy and spirit is developing. Embracing your desires is synonymous to tapping into the darkness of the soil of the universe to unleash the energy and spirit needed to have those desires fulfilled. Oh, the magic of that deep, rich, sweet chocolate. Embrace it. Embrace it now.
Hope you enjoyed this week's chocolate thought. Now it's time for our conversation with Judy Morris. Julie, over to you.
Welcome to the show, Judy, and thank you so much for taking a few minutes to be our guest and share about your new book called Share Your Message with the World. Judy, I love the title of this book. Can you tell us what it's about?
I'd love to. Thank you. There were 28 people who came together and collaborated, everybody sharing their story with you. And they cover a wide range of topics like being retired but not dead, and how they've come through amazing health challenges and what they're up to in the world for peace and prosperity for so many people. So this is a book that gives 28 very different stories of success and inspiration that really moved me tremendously. Thank you.
Wow, that sounds like a very original book. Judy, what impact do you want the book to have on the readers?
Well, I participated in this project so that I could bring to light an ancient system for new life. And this is a system that saved my life and helped me achieve peace. So I wanted to bring that to the readers so they can know that there is something that is so big and so wonderful that they can step into that will support everything they're already doing in every area of their life, that there's a whole new way to live, living a life of evolution.
Wow, Judy, I'm inspired. It sounds amazing. We're going to hear a little bit more from Judy later in the show and a little bit more about her book. But for right now, it's time for a little spoken word over in the Cacao Lounge. Nakia, over to you.
Welcome to the Cacao Lounge, where we feature chocolatey goodies in the form of spoken word that will titillate, stimulate, and expand your mind. Tonight, we have an awesome poet, Shani, the poet, the original Sunshine Princess of Poetry from Houston, performing The Breakup. Let's hear that track, CJ.
The breakup. Too many wasted years, no more wasted tears, standing here on my own too. They say I gave up, Nah, I gave you love that you didn't appreciate. You took it for granted like my love was a waste, sealing your fate because I no longer walk down lonely street. Hell, it took a while, but truth, you was never truly for me. Finally seeing clearly as your well runs dry. Walking away with no tears in sight, gained insight, I still pray for you at night. You lost your hold. I've moved on, learning again how to live life, love right. Breaking up is hard to do, but I got it. Retaining knowledge of how to do it right, leaving it all behind. I'm in recovery. Our history soon to be a distant memory, a shattered piece of my past, one not meant to last. It's sad. You'll feel the repercussions like an aftershock. Nope. It wasn't my fault, but I'll take the blame. Just to refrain from doing this again, I refuse to be bitter in the end. I am amazing, and you didn't get to damage me. You were lucky to have me, but no more. You feeling dehydrated, and I'm feeling liberated. Giving you up, even the score. My heart don't hurt anymore. It's no longer sore. The breakup. Tough love, like lost and found, like rain coming down to cleanse and restore. You wish I was standing at the door, but you don't get to hear my footsteps in the dark anymore. No more dreaming of you. Yeah, the truth that I've been through because of you, and now I'm through because of you. You don't get to keep me down, and you don't get to keep me around. You missed it. My worth. I still see how you failed to recognize that I am a warrior among these thieves, and I felt you trying to bleed me weak. But you don't understand that I am destined to do great things. I happily stepped on your throne. I used it as a stepping stone, refusing to look back. This part of my past, I happily place in this big black trash bag, ready for pickup. I'm chunking you deuces because this is the breakup.
Wow, snap, snap. Chocolate Shaman and Miss Judy. Is the breakup getting a couple of snaps or some leftover chocolate wrappers? Miss Judy, what about you?
Leftover.
I think leftover chocolate wrappers.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Julie, what about you?
Leftover chocolate wrappers as well.
Okay. Well, the ladies have spoken. I would give Miss Shawnee, the poet, the original Sunshine Princess of Poetry, a snap, snap, snap on my behalf. Listeners, I hope you enjoyed the performance from Shawnee, the poet. You can find her at ShawneeThePoet.com. Back to the Chocolate Shaman. Julie, over to you.
And we are back with Judy Morris talking about her book. So, Judy, what was your biggest challenge in writing the book and working with the team to get it published?
Well, my biggest challenge was getting beyond my own mental blocks. I was so impressed with the amazing people who are engaged in this project, and that they all have so many talents, and they were so wonderful. But then I actually had to step into my own power, if you would, and just look at, my message isn't about me. It's about the world. And that was getting out of my own ego to then be able to write what it was that I wanted to deliver.
Beautiful. And how was it working with the team to get it published?
Phenomenal. Just phenomenal. This is the smoothest team. There's so much that's being done in the background and set up. Really, all I had to do was write. And then I have these fabulous opportunities to just come to me to speak about it. So there's someone doing all the background work, working with Amazon.com and, working with all these different places to get all the details done. And it's a dream team.
Wow, that's beautiful. It sounds like you really embrace the teachings of the Morgellon Energy Institute to work with you in the book and use the energy to get it published and just have everything flow effortlessly.
It's absolutely true. I used all of the teachings and was actually have been in communication with Dr. Morulin, so he knows exactly what I'm doing, and the whole process is energized, and I can just see everyone being touched by it. This is an amazingly smooth process for all of us.
Ladies, can you tell us how we can get in contact with you and learn more about your book and about you?
Sure. That you can go to for the book. Please go to the website www.shareyourmessworld.com. And to learn a little more about me and about the Morulin Energy Institute, that beautiful energy access, that is www.energyforsuccess.org.
Awesome.
Great. Thank you so much, Judy, for being our guest. And I hope you will visit us again soon and share your work with the energy and your personal transformation. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. So let's move now to the weekly exercise that we typically have. And the intent of last week's exercise was to start the process of clearing out the clutter of excuses and resentments that keep you from living the chocolate life. This week, we're asking you to continue that same exercise from last week around forgiveness. And now we're going to enjoy a special recipe sent to us by our friends at BeliefNet.com. This is called Chocolate del Diablo. You serve this warm, and it does make 4 cups. So it's 1 pint of warm almond milk, 4 tablespoons of crushed raw cacao beans or nibs, 2 tablespoons of raw agave nectar, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, pinch each of mace, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Then you'll blend all those ingredients together in a blender and serve immediately and enjoy. So thank you, everybody, for listening. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Chocolate Thoughts. And remember, chocolate is a choice, nutritionally and spiritually, that brings forth your inner passions and wellness. Thank you for listening.
You have been listening to Chocolate Thoughts, hosted by Julie Hutchinson, the Chocolate Shaman. Please visit Julie on the web at chocolateshaman.com or email info@chocolateshaman.com.